I don't think anyone was expecting Fujifilm to come out with really well-rounded video cameras such as the XT4 and the XT3. We even have some users that really liked what the XH1 was doing. Most of us paid more attention to Sony, Canon, and Panasonic. In my opinion, the XT4 is an extremely versatile camera that may be more appealing than other brands. Let's take a look at some of the images that we're getting. To note, I believe that the XT3 and the XT4 share the same image quality. Fujifilm places middle gray at 46% in f-log, but I expose is at about 50%. IBIS and autofocus were also on during these shots.
This magic spell you cast, this is la vie en rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see la vie en rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be la vie en rose.
Here are some more images from the different picture profiles that Fujifilm has. I'm a pretty big fan of handheld shots because it feels the most organic and intimate to me. And one of the biggest features that the XT4 came out with is IBIS, something that's missing on the XT3. Here's a quick test on how the IBIS performs. The IBIS performs pretty well, but you can tell that the motion of the camera feels almost robotic. And since the camera is really lightweight, you also don't get that organic motion like you'd find on heavier cinema cameras. IBIS isn't a replacement for a tripod or a gimbal, but I think it performs best for smaller handheld movements. For these shots, I also use the autofocus, and I think that the autofocus is pretty solid. However, I don't think it can compare to what Canon can offer. You can sometimes see jittery movements during the autofocus, and when the autofocus pulls to a different point, it becomes very robotic and can be sporadic. I took the camera out to the beach to test out the slow motion, low light, and some normal motion shots. The handling and ergonomics of the camera feel okay. I think it's a bit of a step up from the XT3. It feels fairly nice in the hands, but it can feel a little small. A rotating screen that isn't seen on the XT3 is also now on the XT4. I think that was a big gripe for me on the XT3. It can be pretty useful for framing your shots or when you're vlogging. Another small but valuable upgrade is the new batteries that come with the XT4. The XT3 battery life was very similar to the Sony's A7S series, and it was pretty bad. The new battery life is about 2 times better than the XT3. With that being said, I think that this is the best APS-C camera that you can buy. It does what other cameras can't do, like Panasonic's not so great autofocus, the Canon EOS R's lack of IBIS, and maybe Sony's lackluster color. With that being said, this is Narrative Gadget, and thanks for watching.